All right, we're back with example 4. So, some equalities are true no matter what the value is substituted for the variable. For these inequalities, all real numbers are solutions. So now we're going to be dealing with inequalities where you get all real numbers as solutions. And likewise, some inequalities are false. So here, hold on. The key is that inequalities are true no matter what the value is substituted in, okay? Now down here, right? So whatever goes with all real numbers are solutions is this. Some inequalities are false no matter what value is substituted for the variable. These inequalities have no solutions. So now we're going to be looking at examples where the answer is all real numbers and no solutions. So let's get started with example 4. Okay, so like before, you just solve these just as you would equations, and let's just go ahead and see what happens. So first we want to simplify, right? So let's get the x's on the same side, moving the smaller, they're both the same, right? So let's just subtract 2x to both sides and see what happens. So that cancels. What we're left with is -7 is less than or equal to 5. Now, is this a true statement or a false statement? And just so you saw, the x's canceled out, and that's totally okay. What you need to know is when the variables cancel out, you are in the realm of infinite solutions or no solutions, and it really depends on if this statement is a true statement or a false statement. So, is -7 less than or equal to 5? And the answer is yes, it is. So that makes this a true statement. And so the answer is infinite solutions. It doesn't matter what you put in for x in this inequality, you're always going to have a true statement. So that's actually pretty cool. All right, let's look at the next example. So there's a lot going on. We have to really simplify both sides of this. So first, let's start with simplifying by doing the distributive property. We're going to distribute this 2 to both things. 2 times 3y would be 6y. 2 times -2 is -4. Minus 4 is greater than or equal to, and then we have to do the distributive property here as well, right? So 3 times 2y is going to be 6y, and then 3 times 7 is a positive 21. Okay. We need to simplify these numbers, so -4 minus 4 is -8. So let's just rewrite this. Okay, perfect. And now it's time to get the variables on the same side. So we're going to subtract 6y to both sides. The variables cancel out on both sides, and that's totally okay, right? This lets us know that we're in the realm of infinite solutions or no solutions, depending on if this is a true or a false statement. So is -8 bigger? Is it greater than or equal to 21? No, a negative number is never bigger than a positive number, so we know that this is false, right? So that means that the answer is that there is no solutions. So sometimes people just say true or they just say false, but you're not answering the question. The question is asking for you to find the solution. So if it's true or false, you have to say infinite solutions if it's true, and you have to say if it's false, no solutions. That is the answer. This is the answer, this is the answer, this is the answer, this is the answer. True or false is not the answer. You have to interpret true and know that it means infinite solutions, and you have to interpret false and know that that means no solutions. What that means is it doesn't matter what number you put in for y, you're never going to be able to find a solution to this. It's just impossible. It doesn't exist. No solutions. All right? So now it is your turn to try this out and to check it out, for example, 4a and 4b. So I actually want you to go ahead and try both of those. So, here's my friend the Pause Dragon. Remind you, it's time to pause your device. Go ahead and work out both of those problems. When you get done, press play and we'll talk about them together. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. So we're going to go ahead and solve this. So first we have to simplify, right? And so I'm going to distribute this 4 to both items. 4 times y is 4y. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. It's greater than or equal to 4y plus 2. Perfect. Now it's time to get the y's on the same side. So I'm going to subtract 4y to both sides. Cancel, cancel. We have negative 4 is greater than or equal to 2. Now is this a true statement or a false statement? And negative 4 is never going to be bigger than 2, so it's false, but false isn't the answer. The answer is that there is no solution. All right, now, this doesn't ask you to graph, but, okay, so no solution is the answer, but I just want to show you what no solution looks like on a number line. And it's like really obvious, but if you ever had to graph this, you have 0 here, let's say this is 5, and let's say this is negative 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, that's it. That's how you graph it. No solution means you never put anything on the graph. Okay, so the second you put something on a no solution, that means the graph is wrong. So having a number line and having it be blank is actually saying that there is no solution. So that's how you would graph this particular answer. All right? Okay, let's look at the next one. So if you got no solution on this one and you showed all your work correctly, that is awesome. Go ahead and draw on that number line, and just as a mental note, that is how you graph it. I've seen this on like an SAT question before, so just go ahead and make that mental note. All right, let's look at the next example. Ooh, this one's kind of easy. X minus 2 is less than x plus 1, so we want to get those variables on the same side first, right? They cancel out. We're left with negative 2 is less than 1. And is this a true statement or a false statement? Yes, a negative number is less than 1. So that means this is a true statement. That is not the answer. The answer is that there's an infinite amount of solutions, all real numbers. So infinite amount of solutions is the answer. And if we talked about how to graph something if it is no solution, right? You don't put anything. Let's talk about how you would graph something if it was infinite solution. So let's make a little number line here. We'll have 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5, right? And infinite solutions, I'll use a color like this, would just mean that like it would be everything. So you just have like a line that goes on and on forever in both directions. And that is how you graph infinite solutions. All right. So yeah, so that's it. So if you got no solution for this one, and then you got infinite solutions for the example 4B, you are amazing. I'm so proud of you. Awesome job, and we will see you next time. All right.